This book will help you achieve anything you want. Author, Ethan Hope. Imagine waking up every morning with the unshakable belief that anything is possible for you. What if I told you that the only thing standing between where you are now and the life you've always dreamed of is the way you think? Welcome to the moment that could change everything. In the next few minutes, you'll discover the secrets that have empowered the world's most successful people to unlock their true potential. This isn't just another audiobook. It's a blueprint for transforming your mind, breaking through your limits, and achieving the impossible. If you're tired of living on autopilot, feeling stuck, or waiting for a miracle, this is your wake-up call. The time for dreaming is over. It's time to act. It's time to achieve. Let's dive into the principles that will take you from ordinary to extraordinary, ready to change your life forever. Then, let's begin. Chapter 1. The Power of Belief. Your mind is the engine. Welcome to the most important chapter of this audiobook, where everything begins, the power of belief. This chapter is the foundation for everything that follows. Without a strong belief in yourself and your abilities, none of the strategies or techniques in this book will work. But once you understand and embrace the power of belief, you'll see that your mind is the engine that can drive you toward anything you want in life. What is belief? Belief is simply trusting that something is true or possible. It's what you tell yourself every day. If you believe you can achieve something, you're much more likely to take action and make it happen. If you don't believe it, even the best plans won't get you far. Why does belief matter so much? Imagine your mind as a powerful engine. If that engine believes it can reach the top of a mountain, it will push forward, even when the path gets steep or rough. But if the engine doesn't believe it can climb the mountain, it might give up at the first sign of difficulty. Belief shapes everything in your life. It determines how you see challenges, how you handle setbacks, and how much effort you put into your goals. If you believe you're capable of success, you'll find ways to keep going, even when things get tough. But if you doubt yourself, you're more likely to quit when faced with obstacles. Reprogramming your mindset. The great thing is, you can reprogram your mindset. You don't have to stay stuck in self-doubt or negative thinking. Just like you can upgrade a computer's software, you can upgrade the way you think. It starts with becoming aware of your current beliefs and then deciding to change them. Many of us carry limiting beliefs like, I'm not good enough, I can't succeed, or I'm too young to try something new. These beliefs hold us back from reaching our full potential. But here's the truth. These beliefs are not facts. They are just thoughts we've repeated so many times that we've started to believe them. To change your life, you need to replace these limiting beliefs with empowering beliefs. Start telling yourself, I am capable of achieving great things. I have the power to change my life. Every day, I'm getting closer to my goals. The more you repeat these positive beliefs, the more they will sink into your mind and become your new reality. Belief in action. Think of belief as the fuel that powers your actions. You could have the best strategy in the world for losing weight, starting a business, or improving your relationships. But if you don't truly believe you can do it, you'll struggle to follow through. On the other hand, when you believe in yourself, you don't just sit around wishing for things to happen. You start taking real steps toward your goals. Belief pushes you to take action, even when it feels uncomfortable or scary. It gives you the strength to keep going when the road is hard. Awakening your limitless potential. Belief opens the door to limitless potential. Once you believe that anything is possible, you start to see opportunities where you didn't see them before. You'll begin to notice that you are capable of much more than you ever thought. Take a moment to imagine. What would your life look like if you fully believed in yourself? What goals would you pursue? How would you feel waking up each day, knowing you have the power to create the life you want? This is what's possible when you tap into the power of belief. The science of belief. Belief isn't just a motivational idea, it's backed by science. Studies have shown that our brains are wired to follow what we believe. When we have positive, empowering beliefs, our brain looks for ways to make them real. It's called the placebo effect, where just believing something will work can make it actually happen. That's how powerful your mind is. In the same way, when you believe you can succeed, your brain helps you find solutions, take action, and stay focused. Belief shapes your reality. Belief is the foundation. This chapter is so important because belief is the foundation of everything else you'll learn in this audiobook. You'll hear about strategies for setting goals, taking action, and staying disciplined. But none of that will work if you don't first believe that you can achieve your dreams. When you truly believe in yourself, nothing can stop you. Obstacles will become challenges you know you can overcome. Setbacks will be seen as temporary, not permanent. Every step forward, no matter how small, will feel like progress, because you know where you're headed. So, take this first step with full belief in yourself. Know that you have everything you need to succeed already inside you. Your mind is the engine, and belief is the fuel. Let's get ready to awaken your full potential and achieve anything you want in life. Chapter 2. The 1% Rule, the Magic of Consistent Progress. Welcome to Chapter 2, where we unlock one of the most powerful secrets to success, the 1% Rule. This rule is simple but life-changing. It shows us that big changes don't happen overnight, but through small, consistent improvements over time. The beauty of the 1% rule is that you don't have to take huge leaps to succeed. Instead, you can achieve anything you want by focusing on getting just 1% better every day. What is the 1% rule? The 1% rule is about focusing on small, manageable improvements in your life. Imagine if you improved by just 1% every day. At first, that might not sound like much, but over time, those small improvements add up to something massive. This is the magic of the 1% rule. Small steps lead to big results. Think about it like this. If you got just 1% better at something every day for a year, by the end of that year, you wouldn't be just 365% better. In fact, because of the power of compounding, you'd be nearly 38 times better than where you started. Compounding is the idea that small gains build on top of each other, creating a snowball effect. Why small improvements matter. Most people believe that success comes from making big, dramatic changes. They wait for a burst of motivation or a perfect opportunity to make a huge leap. But here's the truth. Big leaps are rare, and they can be hard to maintain. On the other hand, small improvements are achievable every single day. You don't need special conditions, extra time, or massive effort. You just need to focus on being a little better than yesterday. Whether you're trying to learn a new skill, lose weight, start a business, or improve your relationships, small, consistent progress is far more sustainable than trying to make a huge change all at once. The problem with aiming for big changes is that it can feel overwhelming. When you try to change too much too fast, you burn out. But with the 1% rule, the changes are so small and easy that you hardly notice the effort, yet the results become massive over time. The power of habit and consistency. The 1% rule works so well because it's based on two key principles, habits and consistency. When you aim for small improvements every day, you're not just working harder, you're building habits. And habits are what truly shape our lives. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't have to think about it because it's a habit. It's automatic. Imagine if you could make positive changes in your life as automatic as brushing your teeth. That's what the 1% rule does. It helps you create small positive habits that you repeat day after day until they become second nature. Consistency is the secret sauce. It's not about doing something perfectly, but doing it regularly. A 1% improvement today, another 1% tomorrow, and so on. That's what builds unstoppable momentum. This consistency makes it easier to keep going, even when things get tough, because you're not relying on motivation or willpower alone. You're relying on habits you've built over time. How to apply the 1% rule to your life? Applying the 1% rule to your life is simple. Start by identifying one area where you want to improve. It could be your health, your career, your personal development, or your relationships. Once you know where you want to focus, ask yourself, what small action can I take today that will make me just 1% better in this area? Let's say your goal is to improve your health. Instead of trying to overhaul your entire diet or start a super intense workout routine, pick something small. Maybe today you decide to drink 1 extra glass of water. Tomorrow you take the stairs instead of the elevator. The next day you add 1 serving of vegetables to your dinner. Each of these steps is tiny, but over time they add up to major improvements in your health. Or maybe you want to become more productive at work. You don't have to work 10 extra hours a week. Start small. Maybe today you spend 5 minutes organizing your workspace. Tomorrow you spend 5 minutes planning your day. The next day you focus on a task for 25 minutes without distractions. These small actions, repeated consistently, can lead to massive gains in productivity over time. Tracking your progress. One of the best ways to stay motivated while following the 1% rule is to track your progress. It doesn't have to be complicated. You can use a notebook, a calendar, or an app. The idea is to write down what small improvement you made today. Over time, you'll be able to look back and see how far you've come. Tracking your progress not only keeps you accountable, but it also helps you stay consistent. Even on days when you don't feel like you've accomplished much, you can look back and see that you've made small improvements every day. This builds confidence and encourages you to keep going. Overcoming setbacks. The beauty of the 1% rule is that it gives you flexibility. You don't have to be perfect. If you miss a day or have a setback, don't get discouraged. Just pick up where you left off and keep moving forward. Remember, it's the small, consistent progress over time that matters, not perfection. Life is full of ups and downs, and setbacks are inevitable. But with the 1% rule, setbacks don't mean failure. They're just part of the journey. As long as you keep making small improvements and don't give up, you will see progress. Success through patience. The 1% rule teaches us an important lesson in patience. In a world where we're constantly bombarded with messages about instant success and quick fixes, the 1% rule reminds us that real success takes time. It's about the long game. It's about being patient with yourself and trusting that the small steps you take today will lead to big results down the road. Think of it like planting a tree. You don't plant a seed and expect a full-grown tree the next day. You water it, you give it sunlight, and you wait. Over time, the tree grows stronger and taller. The same is true for your goals. Be patient, keep watering your dreams with small actions, and watch them grow. Examples of the 1% rule in action. Many of the world's most successful people have achieved greatness by following the 1% rule. Take athletes, for example. They don't become champions overnight. They train a little bit every day, getting just a bit stronger, faster, or more skilled over time. Each small improvement builds on the last, leading to incredible results. In business, entrepreneurs who have built successful companies often talk about the power of small, consistent actions. They didn't build their empires in a day. They focused on making steady progress, solving one small problem at a time, and improving their products or services little by little. Even in personal development, the 1% rule plays a huge role. People who develop new skills, like learning a language or playing an instrument, don't do it by cramming everything into one day. They practice a little bit every day, and over time, they master their craft. Your 1% journey. Now, it's your turn. What will your 1% journey look like? What area of your life are you ready to improve, one small step at a time? Remember, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. You don't need to transform your life overnight. All you need is to commit to being just 1% better today than you were yesterday, and tomorrow be 1% better than you were today. By following the 1% rule, you'll discover that consistent progress beats perfection. You'll see that small changes lead to big transformations, and most importantly, you'll realize that you have the power to achieve anything you want, one step at a time. Chapter 3. Setting Crystal Clear Goals, the Roadmap to Success. Welcome to Chapter 3, where we dive into the heart of achievement, setting crystal clear goals. Without clear goals, your dreams remain just that, dreams. This chapter is all about turning those dreams into actionable, achievable steps. Think of your goals as the roadmap to your success. Just like a traveler needs a map to reach their destination, you need goals to guide you toward achieving what you want in life. Why goals matter. When you know where you're headed and can see progress, it's easier to stay committed, even when challenges arise. Goals keep you grounded, give you a sense of purpose, and push you to take action every day. The power of clarity. The key to effective goals is clarity. Many people set vague goals like, I want to be successful, or I want to get in shape. But these are too broad. What does successful mean to you? What does getting in shape look like? Without clear, specific goals, it's hard to know what actions you need to take or when you've achieved them. Here's an example. Instead of saying, I want to be successful, you might set a clear goal like, I want to start my own online business and earn $10,000 a month within a year. Or instead of, I want to get in shape, a clear goal could be, I want to lose 15 pounds in 3 months by exercising 4 times a week and eating a balanced diet. The importance of measurable goals. Setting clear goals means making them measurable. If you can't measure your progress, how will you know if you're getting closer to your goal? You need to be able to track your achievements and adjust your approach if necessary. Think of it like building a house. You wouldn't start construction without a detailed plan. You'd need measurements, blueprints, and a clear idea of what the finished house will look like. The same goes for your goals. They need to be specific and measurable so you can track your progress and stay on course. For example, instead of saying, I want to save more money, a measurable goal would be, I will save $5,000 in the next 6 months by putting aside $200 a week. This gives you a clear target and a way to measure your progress. SMART goals, your blueprint for success. A powerful framework for setting crystal clear goals is the SMART method. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's break this down. Specific. Your goal should be clear and specific. What exactly do you want to achieve? The more specific, the better. For example, instead of saying, I want to get fit, say, I want to run a 5K race in under 30 minutes. Measurable. You need to be able to measure your progress. How will you know when you've reached your goal? A measurable goal might be, I want to save $1,000 in the next 2 months by setting aside $125 each week. Achievable. Your goal should be realistic and achievable. It's great to aim high, but you also need to set goals that are within your reach. Ask yourself, can I realistically achieve this goal with the time and resources I have? Relevant. Your goal should matter to you and align with your bigger life objectives. It should be something that genuinely excites you and moves you closer to the life you want. Time-bound. Set a deadline for your goal. Without a time frame, there's no sense of urgency. A time-bound goal could be, I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 8 weeks. This gives you a clear end point and helps you stay focused. Smart goals help you set a clear path forward, making it easier to stay committed and track your success. The power of writing down your goals. One of the most powerful actions you can take is to write down your goals. Studies have shown that people who write down their goals are much more likely to achieve them. Why? Because writing them down makes them real. It forces you to get specific about what you want and creates a tangible reminder of your commitment. When you write down your goals, you're taking a step toward making them happen. It's like planting a seed. The act of writing turns a vague idea into something concrete. You can look at your written goals every day, remind yourself of what you're working toward, and track your progress over time. Breaking down big goals into small steps. Sometimes big goals can feel overwhelming. You might have a vision of where you want to go, but it seems so far away that you don't know where to start. This is where breaking your goals down into smaller steps comes in. It's much easier to tackle a big goal when you break it into bite-sized pieces. Let's say your goal is to write a book. That's a huge goal and might feel intimidating, but if you break it down, it becomes manageable. Start with small steps. I will write 1 page every day. Over time, those small actions add up, and before you know it, you've written an entire book. Each small step brings you closer to your larger goal, and as you achieve these smaller milestones, you'll build momentum and confidence, making it easier to keep going. Visualizing your goals. Another powerful technique is visualization. Visualization is the practice of imagining yourself achieving your goals, seeing yourself succeed in your mind before it happens in real life. This might sound simple, but it's incredibly effective. When you visualize visualization also helps you stay focused. When you can clearly see your destination, it's easier to keep moving toward it, even when obstacles arise. Staying flexible with your goals. It's important to remember that life doesn't always go as planned. Sometimes obstacles will appear and things may take longer than expected. That's okay. The key is to stay flexible and be willing to adjust your goals as needed. If you encounter a setback, don't give up. Reassess your goal, make any necessary adjustments, and keep moving forward. Flexibility doesn't mean abandoning your goals. It means adapting to the challenges and continuing to pursue them in a way that works for you. Reviewing and adjusting your goals. As you work toward your goals, it's important to review them regularly. Check in with yourself and ask, am I making progress? Do I need to adjust my approach? Life changes, and your goals might need to change with it. Maybe you need to set a new deadline or break your goal down into smaller steps. That's okay. What matters is that you keep moving forward. Take time every week to review your goals. Celebrate your progress no matter how small, and make any necessary adjustments. This keeps you focused and motivated. Commit to your goals. At the end of the day, the most important thing is your commitment. Goals don't achieve themselves. You need to commit fully to making them happen. That means showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. It means taking action, even when it's hard. And it means staying focused, even when distractions and challenges arise. When you're fully committed to your goals, nothing can stop you. Your crystal clear goals are your roadmap, and with determination, you'll reach your destination. Chapter 4. Embrace failure, the secret ingredient to success. In this chapter, we dive into a topic that many people try to avoid: failure. But here's the truth. Failure is not something to be feared. It's something to be embraced. It is an essential ingredient in the recipe for success. You cannot truly succeed without first learning how to fail and learning from those failures. Many people see failure as the opposite of success, but in reality, it's a stepping stone on the path to achievement. Every great success story includes moments of failure. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up lies in how they handle failure. Why failure is crucial for success. Let's start with a mindset shift. Failure is not the end. It's a teacher. Each failure holds valuable lessons that can propel you towards success if you're willing to learn from it. Think about it. If you never fail, it means you're not pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. You're staying safe, and that means you're not growing. Growth happens when you take risks, make mistakes, and learn what doesn't work. Failure forces you to adjust, improve, and try again. It gives you feedback, showing you what needs to change. When you fail, you gain clarity about what you need to work on. Instead of seeing failure as something negative, you can see it as a signal that you're getting closer to success. Take any successful person, whether in business, sports, or art, and you'll find that they've experienced failure many times along the way. What sets them apart is their willingness to fail, learn, and try again. Failure teaches resilience, adaptability, and perseverance, all of which are essential qualities for long-term success. The fear of failure is worse than failure itself. One of the biggest reasons people don't achieve their goals is because they're afraid of failing. They're so afraid of making mistakes, looking foolish, or being judged that they never take the first step. But here's the thing. The fear of failure is often far worse than failing itself. Failure is temporary. Fear can be paralyzing. Fear stops you from taking action, and inaction is what keeps you stuck. When you're afraid to fail, you end up holding yourself back from opportunities for growth and learning. You rob yourself of the chance to achieve something greater. The key is to shift your perspective. Instead of seeing failure as something to avoid, see it as a natural part of the process. Recognize that failing doesn't define you. It's just a part of the journey. In fact, failing means you're trying. You're taking action, which is far better than staying stuck in fear. Reframing failure. Failure is feedback. Let's reframe how we think about failure. Instead of calling it failure, think of it as feedback. Every time something doesn't work out the way you hoped, it's not a failure. It's valuable information. That information helps you make adjustments, try a new approach, and get closer to your goal. For example, if you start a business and it doesn't succeed right away, that's not the end of the road. It's feedback. Maybe you need to change your marketing strategy or tweak your product offering. Each failure gives you the data you need to improve. In this sense, failure is the universe giving you hints about what to do next. This mindset shift is powerful because it takes the sting out of failure. Instead of feeling discouraged, you become curious. You start to see challenges as puzzles to solve rather than insurmountable roadblocks. The growth mindset, seeing failure as part of learning. This leads us to the idea of a growth mindset. Developed by psychologist Carol Dweck, the concept of the growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through hard work, learning, and persistence. People with a growth mindset embrace challenges and see failure as an opportunity to learn, rather than as a reflection of their abilities. When you have a growth mindset, failure becomes part of the learning process. You understand that you're not expected to be perfect, and that every mistake is an opportunity to grow. With this mindset, you stop fearing failure and start welcoming it as part of the journey to success. In contrast, a fixed mindset sees failure as a reflection of inherent limitations. People with a fixed mindset believe that their abilities are set in stone, and failure is proof that they're not good enough. This is why they avoid challenges and give up easily when faced with obstacles. The good news is that you can develop a growth mindset by changing how you view failure. Start seeing every setback as a chance to learn and improve. When you do this, failure loses its power to stop you, and instead, it propels you forward. Famous failures. Learning from the greats. If you need proof that failure is part of success, look no further than the world's most successful people. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before successfully inventing the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Walt Disney was fired from his first job because his editor said he lacked imagination. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. These people didn't let failure define them. They used it as fuel to keep going. Each of these individuals faced failure, but they didn't give up. They learned from their mistakes, adapted, and kept moving forward. Failure wasn't the end of their story, it was the beginning of their success. Practical steps to embrace failure. Now that we've discussed the importance of failure, how can you begin to embrace it in your own life? Here are a few practical steps. Redefine failure. Start by changing your definition of failure. Instead of seeing it as a negative outcome, see it as part of the learning process. Remind yourself that every failure is feedback. Take small risks. Build your resilience to failure by taking small risks. Step outside of your comfort zone and try things you might fail at. Each small failure will help you become more comfortable with the process. Learn from every failure. After every setback, take the time to reflect. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What will I do differently next time? Use each failure as a learning experience. Celebrate effort, not just results. Shift your focus from the outcome to the effort. Celebrate the fact that you took action, even if it didn't go as planned. This builds the habit of persistence, which is key to success. Surround yourself with resilience. Surround yourself with people who understand the value of failure and encourage you to keep going. Avoid those who criticize or belittle your efforts, and seek out those who inspire resilience and perseverance. Fail forward. The art of bouncing back. The true measure of success is not whether you avoid failure, but how quickly you bounce back from it. Failing forward means using every failure as a springboard for future success. It's about picking yourself up, dusting yourself off, and moving forward with the lessons you've learned. Think of failure as a trampoline. The harder you fall, the higher you can bounce back, if you use the fall to propel you forward. The more you fail, the stronger and more resilient you become. Over time, you'll develop the ability to bounce back faster and more effectively. When you fail forward, you embrace failure as a necessary part of your journey, and you keep moving toward your goals no matter what. Remember, success is not about never failing. It's about learning from your failures and continuing to push forward until you achieve your dreams. Chapter 5. The Power of Visualization. See it before it happens. In this chapter, we unlock one of the most powerful tools you possess, the power of visualization. This technique is often overlooked, but it can dramatically transform your life. Visualization is more than just daydreaming. It's about mentally creating your future, building your dreams in your mind before they happen in reality. It's the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. If you can't see it in your mind, you won't be able to achieve it in real life. What is visualization? Visualization is the practice of creating vivid, detailed images of your goals and desired outcomes in your mind. It's about mentally rehearsing your success, seeing yourself achieve your goals, and experiencing the emotions that come with it. You essentially create a mental movie of what you want to achieve, and the more real you make it in your mind, the more likely it is to happen in reality. This is not some mystical or magical process. It's rooted in science. Your brain cannot distinguish between an imagined experience and a real one. This means that when you visualize something intensely enough, your brain responds as if it's actually happening. This primes your mind and body to take the necessary actions to turn that mental image into reality. Why visualization works. You may wonder, how can simply imagining something lead to real-life success? The answer lies in how your brain works. When you visualize yourself achieving a goal, your brain creates neural pathways that make it easier for you to achieve that goal in the real world. It's like a mental rehearsal. Just like an athlete practices physically, you are practicing mentally. Visualization helps you to focus your mind on what's important, filter out distractions, and direct your energy toward your goals. It programs your subconscious mind to be more alert to opportunities that align with your vision. You start noticing things you might have missed before, and you take actions that bring you closer to your goals without even realizing it. Think of your brain as a powerful GPS system. When you set a destination in your mind, whether it's a career milestone, financial goal, or personal achievement, your brain will automatically start guiding you in that direction. Visualization provides the map and the destination, while your brain figures out the route. The science behind visualization. The power of visualization is not just a motivational concept, it's backed by science. Research in neuroscience shows that visualization activates the same neural circuits as when you physically perform an action. This is why athletes, musicians, and high achievers often use visualization to enhance their performance. By mentally practicing their craft, they're able to improve their skills, increase their confidence, and achieve better results. For example, studies have shown that basketball players who spend time visualizing themselves making free throws perform just as well as those who physically practice their shots. Similarly, weightlifters who visualize themselves lifting heavier weights experience strength gains, even if they don't actually lift the weights during the visualization process. This phenomenon, known as mental rehearsal, demonstrates that your mind is a powerful tool for shaping your reality. How to visualize effectively. Now that we understand why visualization works, how do we use it effectively? Here are a few key steps. Be specific about your goals. The clearer and more specific your vision is, the more effective your visualization will be. Don't just imagine success in vague terms. See the exact outcome you want. For example, if your goal is to start a successful business, visualize the details. What does your office look like? What kind of clients are you working with? How do you feel when your business reaches its first milestone? The more specific, the better. Engage all your senses. Effective visualization goes beyond just seeing a mental image. Try to engage all your senses in the process. What do you hear, smell, and feel? For instance, if you're visualizing a promotion at work, imagine the sound of your boss congratulating you, the feeling of satisfaction and pride, and even the scent of the coffee in the office that morning. The more vivid and real your visualization is, the more powerful it will be. Feel the emotions. This is one of the most critical elements of visualization. Don't just see the end result. Feel the emotions that come with it. Feel the excitement, joy, pride, or relief that you would experience when you achieve your goal. Emotions are the fuel that make your visualization come to life. When you can connect deeply with the emotions of success, your mind starts to believe that this reality is possible for you. Visualize daily. Like any skill, visualization requires consistency. Set aside time each day to practice visualization, even if it's just for a few minutes. The more you do it, the more you will train your brain to focus on your goals. Ideally, visualize in the morning when your mind is fresh, or before bed when your subconscious is most active. Over time, this practice will build mental strength and clarity. Believe in the process. For visualization to work, you must believe in the process. If you visualize your goals but internally doubt whether they're possible, you're sending mixed signals to your brain. You must commit to your vision and trust that, with consistent effort, it will manifest in your life. Remember, your thoughts shape your reality, so choose to believe that what you see in your mind will come to life. Visualization and action go hand in hand. It's important to note that visualization alone is not enough. While it's a powerful tool, it must be paired with action. Visualization sets the intention and primes your mind for success, but it's your actions that bring the vision to life. You cannot simply sit back and expect your goals to materialize. You have to put in the work. Think of visualization as the compass that points you in the right direction. It helps you stay focused and motivated, but it's up to you to walk the path. The clearer your vision, the more aligned your actions will be. When you combine a crystal-clear vision with consistent action, you create unstoppable momentum toward your goals. Examples of visualization in practice. To truly understand the power of visualization, let's look at some real-world examples. Athletes. Many of the world's top athletes use visualization to prepare for competitions. Before stepping onto the field, they mentally rehearse every movement, every shot, and every scenario they might face. This gives them an edge, as their minds are already primed for success before they even begin. Entrepreneurs. Successful entrepreneurs often talk about how they visualized their businesses long before they became a reality. They saw their future offices, the products they would create, and the impact they would have on the world. By visualizing their success, they stayed focused and motivated, even during challenging times. Performers, actors, musicians, and public speakers often use visualization to calm their nerves and improve their performance. By mentally rehearsing their roles or speeches, they reduce anxiety and increase their confidence, allowing them to deliver a better performance in real life. Create your mental vision board. If you're serious about harnessing the power of visualization, consider creating a mental vision board. Just like a physical vision board, where you pin images and words that represent your goals, a mental vision board is something you carry in your mind. It's a collection of the images, feelings, and outcomes you want to achieve in your life. Every day, spend a few minutes visiting your mental vision board. See your goals clearly, feel the emotions of achieving them, and remind yourself that you are capable of turning those visions into reality. The more time you spend visualizing, the more your mind will work to make it happen. Success starts in the mind. Remember, everything you achieve in life starts in your mind. The clearer your vision, the more aligned your actions will be. Visualization helps you tap into your inner power and connect with the future you desire. It allows you to create the future before it happens. By mastering the power of visualization, you'll have the confidence and clarity to pursue your goals, no matter how big or ambitious they may be. You'll train your mind to focus on what's possible rather than what's holding you back. When you can see your success before it happens, it's only a matter of time before it becomes a reality. Chapter 6. Master the Art of Focus, the key to eliminating distractions. In this chapter, we dive into one of the most essential yet most elusive skills of the modern world: focus. In a world filled with distractions, be it the constant buzzing of our phones, endless notifications, or the overwhelming flow of information, mastering focus is more critical than ever before. But why is focus so important? And how can you cultivate this superpower to elevate your productivity, success, and overall quality of life? Focus is the lens through which you channel your energy. Just like sunlight becomes a powerful force when concentrated through a magnifying glass, your efforts become exponentially more effective when you focus on a single task or goal. Without focus, your energy is scattered, and scattered energy leads to mediocrity. With focus, however, you can accomplish more in less time achieve higher quality results, and make steady progress toward your dreams. Why focus is the foundation of success. Success doesn't happen by accident. It happens through intentional, sustained effort, and that effort requires focus. When you focus, you are able to direct your mental and physical resources toward what truly matters, instead of getting lost in distractions or side projects that don't align with your goals. Think of focus as a laser beam. A laser beam can cut through steel because all of its energy is concentrated on a single point. In the same way, when you focus all your attention on a task, you eliminate wasted energy and make faster, more efficient progress. Without focus, your energy is diffused, and it becomes harder to achieve the level of success you're striving for. In today's fast-paced, technology-driven world, the ability to focus is a competitive advantage. Those who can concentrate on their goals, while others get lost in distractions, will rise to the top. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter by mastering the art of focus. Understanding distractions. Why we lose focus. Before we can master focus, we need to understand why we lose it. Distractions are everywhere, and they come in many forms. Some distractions are external, like social media, emails, or people vying for our attention. But the most dangerous distractions are internal. These are the distractions we create for ourselves through procrastination, fear, doubt, or lack of clarity. External distractions are easy to recognize. A phone ringing, a new email notification, or a sudden invitation to hang out with friends. These all pull us away from the tasks we should be focusing on. But internal distractions are more subtle. These are the thoughts that constantly invade our minds, pulling us away from the present moment. Thoughts like, am I good enough? What if I fail? Or, I'll just do it later. These are the real obstacles to focus, and we often don't even realize they're happening. Our brains are wired to seek out instant gratification. This is why distractions like social media or quick, easy tasks are so appealing. They give us a burst of dopamine and make us feel productive in the moment. But over time, these distractions keep us from making real progress. They prevent us from focusing on the long-term goals that truly matter. How to eliminate distractions and cultivate focus. So how do we eliminate distractions and cultivate laser-like focus? The key is to become intentional about where we direct our attention. Focus is not something that just happens. It's something you must actively cultivate. Here are some strategies to help you master focus and eliminate distractions. Set clear priorities. The first step to mastering focus is to get clear on what truly matters. You can't focus if you don't know what you should be focusing on. Each day, identify your top 1-3 most important tasks. These are the tasks that will move you closer to your long-term goals. Write them down and commit to focusing on them until they are complete. When you have clear priorities, it becomes easier to say no to distractions. Create a distraction-free environment. Your environment plays a huge role in your ability to focus. If you're constantly surrounded by distractions, it will be difficult to concentrate. Take control of your environment by eliminating or minimizing distractions. This could mean turning off your phone, closing unnecessary tabs on your computer, or finding a quiet space to work. The more you can simplify your environment, the easier it will be to focus. Practice time blocking. Time blocking is a powerful technique for enhancing focus. Instead of trying to multitask or jump from one thing to another, dedicate specific blocks of time to focus on one task at a time. For example, you could block off 2 hours in the morning to work on a project without interruptions. During that time, resist the temptation to check your phone or switch tasks. By focusing on one thing at a time, you'll accomplish more in less time. Learn to say no. Focus requires the ability to say no, to distractions, to unnecessary tasks, and sometimes to other people. It's tempting to say yes to every opportunity that comes your way, but if you say yes to everything, you're really saying no to what's most important. Learn to prioritize your time and energy, and don't be afraid to say no to anything that doesn't align with your goals. Train your mind with mindfulness. One of the best ways to enhance your focus is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present in the moment, without letting your mind wander. When you're mindful, you're able to focus on the task at hand without getting lost in distractions. Start by practicing mindfulness during simple tasks like eating or walking, and gradually extend it to more complex tasks. The more you train your mind to focus, the stronger your ability to concentrate will become. Break tasks into smaller steps. Sometimes we lose focus because a task feels overwhelming. When you have a big goal or project, it can be hard to know where to start, so we procrastinate or get distracted. The solution is to break big tasks into smaller, manageable steps. Focus on one small step at a time, and before you know it, you'll have made significant progress. Take regular breaks. Focus is like a muscle. It gets fatigued over time. To maintain peak focus, it's important to take regular breaks. Studies show that working in short bursts, followed by a brief break, can actually improve productivity and focus. One popular technique is the Pomodoro technique, where you work for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break. After 4 sessions, take a longer break. This keeps your mind fresh and prevents burnout. Visualize the outcome. Visualization, as we explored in the previous chapter, is a powerful tool for focus. Before starting a task, take a moment to visualize the successful completion of that task. Imagine how it will feel when you've completed it, and visualize the steps you need to take to get there. This mental rehearsal will help you stay focused and motivated as you work. The power of deep work. One of the most effective ways to maximize focus is to practice deep work. Deep work is the ability to focus intensely on a cognitively demanding task for an extended period of time. When you're in a state of deep work, you're fully immersed in the task, free from distractions, and operating at your highest level of productivity. Deep work requires deliberate practice. It's not something you can achieve overnight, especially in a world filled with distractions. But by gradually building your focus muscles, you can train yourself to enter a state of deep work more easily. Start by setting aside time each day for deep work, even if it's just 30 minutes. During this time, eliminate all distractions, focus on one task, and give it your full attention. Over time, you'll find that you can stay focused for longer periods and accomplish more in less time. Why focus matters for long-term success. Focus is not just about getting things done in the short term, it's about creating long-term success. Without focus, you'll find yourself constantly jumping from one task to another, never making meaningful progress on your big goals. But when you master focus, you'll create the consistency and momentum needed to achieve extraordinary success over time. Focus allows you to build deep expertise in your field, while distractions keep you at the surface level. Focus helps you stay on course when things get difficult, while distractions lead you astray. The people who achieve the most in life are not necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They're the ones who can stay focused on their goals, even when the rest of the world is pulling them in different directions. The cost of distraction. It's important to recognize the high cost of distraction. Every time you get distracted, it takes time for your brain to refocus on the task at hand. This is known as attention residue. Even a quick glance at your phone or a brief interruption can significantly reduce your focus and productivity. The more distractions you allow, the harder it becomes to regain your focus. Distractions not only slow down your progress, but they also drain your energy. Every time you switch tasks, your brain has to use more energy to refocus. Over time, this leads to mental fatigue and burnout. If you want to maximize your productivity and protect your energy, you must guard your focus fiercely. Focus is a skill you can master. The good news is that focus is not an innate ability. It's a skill you can master with practice. By implementing the strategies we've discussed, setting clear priorities, eliminating distractions, practicing mindfulness, and embracing deep work, you can train your mind to stay focused, even in a world full of distractions. Remember, focus is the key to unlocking your full potential. When you master the art of focus, you'll accomplish more than you ever thought possible. You'll create high-quality work, make steady progress toward your goals, and rise above the distractions that hold others back. In a world where most people are distracted, your ability to focus will set you apart and lead you to extraordinary success. Chapter 7. Develop unshakable discipline, the fuel for consistency. Discipline is the engine that drives progress, and consistency is the fuel that keeps that engine running. If focus helps you zero in on your goals, discipline ensures you keep moving toward them day after day, no matter what obstacles arise. Many people think discipline is something you either have or don't have, but the truth is, discipline is a skill you can build and strengthen over time. In this chapter, we'll explore how to develop unshakable discipline, the kind that powers consistency and makes success inevitable. The difference between motivation and discipline. Most people rely on motivation to get things done. Motivation is the desire or enthusiasm to pursue a goal. It feels good to be motivated because it makes taking action easy. When you're motivated, you don't have to force yourself to do things. You're excited to do them. But here's the problem. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes like the weather, and you can't always count on it being there when you need it. This is where discipline comes in. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's about taking consistent action, regardless of how motivated you are in the moment. While motivation is based on feelings, discipline is based on commitment. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going. To achieve long-term success, you can't rely on fleeting bursts of motivation. You need to develop the kind of discipline that allows you to keep showing up, even on the days when you feel tired, uninspired, or discouraged. That's how true progress is made, by doing the hard things, day in and day out, regardless of how you feel. Why discipline is the foundation of consistency. Consistency is the secret ingredient to success. It's not about making massive leaps forward every day. It's about taking small, steady steps toward your goal, over and over again. And the only way to be consistent is through discipline. Think of discipline as a muscle. Just like you strengthen your body by exercising regularly, you strengthen your discipline by practicing it consistently. Every time you resist the temptation to procrastinate, every time you push through discomfort, every time you stick to your plan, even when it's hard, you're building your discipline muscle. And the stronger that muscle becomes, the easier it is to stay consistent. Consistency, in turn, compounds over time. Even small actions, when repeated consistently, can lead to massive results. It's like planting a seed and watering it every day. At first, you don't see much progress, but over time, that small seed grows into a mighty tree. The same is true for your goals. Consistent effort, fueled by discipline, leads to exponential growth and success. The key habits to build unshakable discipline. Building discipline doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process that requires patience, effort, and self-awareness. But the good news is that anyone can develop discipline by adopting the right habits and mindset. Here are some key habits to help you build unshakable discipline. Start with small commitments. If you try to change everything at once, you're likely to get overwhelmed and give up. Instead, start with small, manageable commitments. Set yourself up for success by choosing 1 or 2 small habits to focus on initially. For example, if you want to build discipline around exercising, start with just 10 minutes of exercise a day. The key is to create a habit of showing up consistently, even if it's in small ways. Once you've mastered the small commitments, you can gradually increase the difficulty. Create a daily routine. One of the most powerful tools for building discipline is creating a daily routine. A routine helps you eliminate decision fatigue by automating your habits. When you have a set routine, you don't have to think about what you're going to do each day, you just do it. For example, if you know that every morning at 7 a.m. you're going to exercise, it becomes a non-negotiable part of your day. Over time, your routine becomes second nature and discipline becomes automatic. Use the 5-second rule. The 5-second rule, popularized by Mel Robbins, is a simple but powerful tool for overcoming procrastination and building discipline. The idea is that when you have an impulse to take action, whether it's getting out of bed, starting a task, or exercising, you count down from 5 and take action before your brain has time to talk you out of it. By interrupting your thought patterns and taking immediate action, you train yourself to act on discipline rather than waiting for motivation. Embrace discomfort. Discipline requires you to do things that are uncomfortable or inconvenient. It's easy to stick to your goals when everything is going smoothly, but real discipline is forged in moments of discomfort. Whether it's waking up early, saying no to distractions, or pushing through a tough workout, you need to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Every time you push through discomfort, you're strengthening your discipline muscle and reinforcing the habit of consistency. Track your progress. Tracking your progress is a powerful way to stay disciplined and motivated. When you see how far you've come, it reinforces the value of consistency and encourages you to keep going. You can track your progress in a journal, a habit tracking app, or even a simple checklist. The key is to measure your progress consistently so you can see the accumulation of small wins over time. Set non-negotiable standards. To develop unshakable discipline, you need to set non-negotiable standards for yourself. These are the actions or habits you commit to, no matter what. For example, you might set a standard that you will exercise for 30 minutes every day, no matter how busy or tired you are. By setting non-negotiables, you eliminate excuses and create a sense of accountability to yourself. It's no longer a question of whether or not you'll do it. You just do it because it's part of your standard. Cultivate a long-term mindset. Discipline requires patience and a long-term perspective. It's easy to get discouraged when you don't see immediate results, but real success comes from consistent effort over time. Cultivate a mindset that focuses on the long game. Understand that every small action you take today is an investment in your future success. Stay committed to the process and trust that the results will come with time and consistency. How to stay disciplined when it gets tough. There will be days when your discipline is tested, days when you feel tired, frustrated, or overwhelmed. On those days, it's important to have strategies in place to help you stay disciplined. Here are some techniques to keep you on track when the going gets tough. Remember your why. When discipline feels hard, reconnect with your why. Why did you set this goal in the first place? What's the bigger purpose behind your actions? Whether it's to improve your health, build a successful career, or create a better future for your family, your why is your source of motivation and strength. When you remember the deeper reason behind your efforts, it becomes easier to stay disciplined. Use visualization. Visualization, as we discussed in an earlier chapter, is a powerful tool for building discipline. When you're struggling to stay disciplined, take a moment to visualize the outcome you're working toward. Imagine how you'll feel once you've achieved your goal. Picture yourself succeeding, and visualize the rewards that come with consistency. This mental rehearsal can help reignite your motivation and keep you focused on the bigger picture. Break tasks into smaller steps. Sometimes the reason we lose discipline is because a task feels overwhelming. If you're struggling to stay disciplined, break the task into smaller, more manageable steps. Instead of focusing on the entire project, just focus on the next small action you can take. By breaking tasks down, you make them feel less intimidating and easier to tackle. Set up rewards. Rewarding yourself for staying disciplined can reinforce the habit and make it more enjoyable. Set up small rewards for yourself when you complete a task or reach a milestone. The reward doesn't have to be big. It could be something as simple as taking a break, enjoying a favorite snack, or spending time on a hobby. By associating discipline with positive reinforcement, you create a cycle of motivation and consistency. Find accountability. Accountability is a powerful motivator for discipline. When you know someone else is counting on you, it's harder to let yourself off the hook. You can find accountability through a friend, a coach, or even a group of like-minded individuals who share similar goals. By checking in with your accountability partner regularly, you create a sense of responsibility to stay disciplined and consistent. Why discipline is the fuel for success. Discipline is the driving force behind all great achievements. It's the fuel that keeps you going when motivation fades, when obstacles arise, and when progress feels slow. Without discipline, even the most talented, motivated individuals fall short of their potential. But with discipline, you can turn ordinary efforts into extraordinary results. When you develop unshakable discipline, you unlock the power of consistency. You no longer rely on fleeting bursts of motivation or inspiration to make progress. You rely on your own ability to stay committed day in and day out. And that's what sets the most successful individuals apart from the rest. The ability to stay the course, even when it's hard. Remember, discipline is not something you're born with. It's a skill you can develop. Every day you have the opportunity to strengthen your discipline muscle by making small, consistent choices. The more you practice discipline, the easier it becomes to stay consistent, even in the face of challenges. As you continue on your journey to success, let discipline be your guiding force. Use it to fuel your consistency, keep your focus, and power through the difficult moments. When you develop unshakable discipline, there's nothing you can't achieve. Chapter 8. Reframe negative thoughts. Turn obstacles into opportunities. Your mind is a powerful tool, and the way you interpret challenges and setbacks determines how you experience life. In this chapter, we'll explore the art of reframing negative thoughts. This skill allows you to see opportunities where others see obstacles, turning what seems like a barrier into a stepping stone toward success. The ability to reframe your thoughts is one of the most powerful skills you can develop. It helps you shift your perspective from victim to creator, from limitation to possibility, and from fear to action. By learning to reframe your negative thoughts, you not only change your mindset, you change your entire life. The nature of negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are a natural part of the human experience. Everyone has them at some point. Whether it's fear, doubt, frustration, or disappointment, negative thoughts often arise in response to challenges or setbacks. These thoughts are often automatic, meaning they occur without conscious effort, driven by past experiences, self-doubt, or fears of failure. For example, if you face a failure at work, your first thought might be, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed." These thoughts can spiral into more negativity, creating a mindset where obstacles seem overwhelming and impossible to overcome. Left unchecked, negative thoughts can drain your energy, lower your confidence, and keep you stuck in a cycle of self-doubt. But here's the key. While you can't always control when negative thoughts arise, you can control how you respond to them. And this is where the power of reframing comes into play. What is reframing? Reframing is the process of changing the way you interpret a situation. It's about looking at an event or circumstance through a different lens, one that shifts your perspective from negative to positive, from defeat to opportunity. It doesn't change the facts of the situation, but it changes how you experience those facts. Think of it like adjusting a camera lens. By zooming in or out, you can see the same scene from a completely different angle. Reframing works the same way. It allows you to change the meaning you attach to an event, which in turn changes your emotional response and your actions. For example, instead of thinking, "I failed and I'm not good enough," you could reframe the thought to, "This failure is teaching me valuable lessons that will help me succeed in the future." Suddenly, the failure becomes a learning experience rather than a dead end. Why reframing is crucial for success. The ability to reframe negative thoughts is crucial for long-term success. Successful people don't avoid challenges or setbacks. They face them head-on and use them as opportunities for growth. They understand that how they respond to difficulties is what ultimately determines their outcomes. When you learn to reframe negative thoughts, you cultivate a growth mindset, a belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through hard work, learning, and resilience. This mindset allows you to view challenges as opportunities to grow, rather than threats to your success. In contrast, a fixed mindset, where you believe your abilities are set in stone, leads to fear of failure, avoidance of challenges, and a tendency to give up when things get tough. Reframing negative thoughts shifts you from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, empowering you to take on challenges with confidence and resilience. The steps to reframing negative thoughts. Reframing is a skill that requires practice, but once mastered, it becomes a powerful tool for transforming your mindset. Here are the steps to start reframing negative thoughts. Recognize the negative thought. The first step is awareness. You can't reframe a thought if you're not aware of it. Start by paying attention to your internal dialogue. When you notice a negative thought, such as, "I'm not good enough," or "This is impossible," acknowledge it. Don't try to suppress it or ignore it. Simply recognize it for what it is, a thought, not a fact. Challenge the negative thought. Once you've recognized the negative thought, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought really true? Is there evidence to support it, or is it just an automatic response based on fear or self-doubt? Often, you'll find that negative thoughts are exaggerated or based on assumptions rather than facts. For example, if you're thinking, "I'll never succeed," ask yourself, is it true that I'll never succeed? Or am I just facing a temporary setback? By challenging the thought, you create space for a more balanced and realistic perspective. Reframe the thought. Now that you've challenged the negative thought, it's time to reframe it. Look for a more empowering way to interpret the situation. This doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect, but rather finding a constructive way to view the challenge. For example, instead of "I'll never succeed," you might reframe the thought as, "I'm facing a challenge, but this is an opportunity to learn and grow." Or instead of "This is impossible," you might reframe it as, "This is difficult, but I've overcome difficult things before, and I can do it again." Focus on solutions, not problems. Reframing is about shifting from a problem-focused mindset to a solution-focused mindset. When faced with a challenge, it's easy to get stuck in a loop of negative thoughts about how hard or unfair the situation is. But instead of dwelling on the problem, shift your focus to finding solutions. Ask yourself, what can I do about this situation? What actions can I take to move forward? Focusing on solutions puts you in control and empowers you to take action rather than feeling overwhelmed by the problem. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool for reframing negative thoughts. When you focus on what you're grateful for, it's hard to stay stuck in negativity. Even in the face of challenges, there's always something to be grateful for, whether it's the opportunity to learn, the support of loved ones, or simply the fact that you're alive and capable of growth. When negative thoughts arise, take a moment to reflect on what you're grateful for. This simple practice can help shift your mindset from scarcity and fear to abundance and possibility. How reframing turns obstacles into opportunities. Reframing isn't just about thinking positively, it's about seeing opportunities where others see obstacles. Every challenge you face has the potential to teach you something valuable. When you reframe your thoughts, you begin to see setbacks as opportunities for growth, learning, and self-improvement. For example, if you lose a job, you might initially feel devastated and think, "This is the worst thing that could happen." But by reframing the situation, you might realize, "This is an opportunity to explore new career paths, develop new skills, or start the business I've always dreamed of." What seemed like a setback becomes a catalyst for positive change. Reframing also helps you build resilience. When you view challenges as opportunities, you become more adaptable and less likely to give up in the face of difficulty. You learn to embrace discomfort, knowing that it's part of the process of growth. Common obstacles to reframing and how to overcome them. While reframing is a powerful tool, it's not always easy. Here are some common obstacles to reframing and how to overcome them. Emotional attachment to negative thoughts. Sometimes we become emotionally attached to our negative thoughts because they feel familiar or comfortable. For example, if you've been telling yourself for years that you're not good enough, it can be hard to let go of that belief. Overcoming this requires self-compassion and a willingness to challenge long-held beliefs. Fear of failure. Reframing requires you to face challenges head-on, and that can be scary. If you're afraid of failure, you might resist reframing because it forces you to step out of your comfort zone. To overcome this, remind yourself that failure is a natural part of the learning process. Every failure is an opportunity to grow, and reframing helps you see that. Lack of practice. Reframing is a skill that takes practice. If you're new to it, you might find it difficult at first. But like any skill, the more you practice, the easier it becomes. Start by reframing small, everyday challenges, and gradually work your way up to bigger obstacles. Reframe your way to success. The ability to reframe negative thoughts is one of the most powerful tools for achieving success. By shifting your mindset, you transform obstacles into opportunities and setbacks into stepping stones. You gain control over your thoughts, emotions, and actions, allowing you to stay focused and resilient in the face of challenges. Remember, success isn't about avoiding problems, it's about how you handle them. By learning to reframe your thoughts, you empower yourself to turn any challenge into an opportunity for growth and success. With practice, you'll develop the mindset of a true achiever, one who sees possibilities in every situation and uses them to fuel your journey toward your goals. Chapter 9. Surround yourself with excellence. The people you choose matter. Who you surround yourself with can either elevate you to new heights or hold you back from reaching your potential. It's often said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This simple yet profound truth reveals the incredible impact others have on our mindset, habits, and ultimately, our success. In this chapter, we'll explore why the people you choose to associate with matter and how surrounding yourself with excellence can be the game changer you need to achieve your goals. Success is not a solo journey. While self-discipline, focus, and hard work are essential, the people around you play a crucial role in shaping your mindset, actions, and outlook. When you surround yourself with people who push you to be better, who support your dreams, and who hold you accountable, you create an environment where growth becomes inevitable. On the flip side, if you're surrounded by negativity, doubt, or complacency, it becomes incredibly challenging to rise above those limitations. The influence of your environment. Your environment is more than just the physical space you inhabit. It's also the people you interact with daily. The conversations you have, the attitudes you're exposed to, and the energy you absorb all influence your thinking. If you spend time with people who constantly complain, make excuses, or lack ambition, you're more likely to adopt those same behaviors. However, when you align yourself with people who are driven, positive, and success-oriented, their habits and attitudes rub off on you. You start to think bigger, aim higher, and take action more confidently. These high achievers don't just talk about success, they live it. By observing their work ethic, resilience, and mindset, you naturally begin to emulate their qualities. The power of a positive support system. We all face challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt on our journey to success. During these times, a strong support system becomes invaluable. The people you choose to keep close should uplift you, offer guidance, and encourage you to keep moving forward, especially when the road gets tough. Positive people see potential in you even when you may not see it in yourself. They remind you of your strengths and push you to pursue your dreams with relentless determination. They hold you accountable for your goals and challenge you when you start making excuses. This support can be the difference between giving up when things get hard or persevering until you achieve your goals. But a positive support system doesn't just mean surrounding yourself with cheerleaders. It also means being around people who are honest with you, who will give you tough love when necessary, and who will help you see where you can improve. True excellence comes from those who push you to be your best, not from those who simply tell you what you want to hear. Why excellence is contagious. Excellence is contagious. When you're surrounded by people who are excelling in their fields, who are continuously improving themselves, and who are setting big goals, you feel inspired to do the same. You start to realize that success isn't reserved for a select few. It's available to anyone who is willing to work for it. When you see someone close to you achieve a significant goal, it suddenly becomes more attainable in your mind. This proximity to success changes your belief system. You no longer view extraordinary achievements as distant dreams, but as realistic possibilities. You think, if they can do it, so can I. Additionally, high-performing people often share their strategies, habits, and mindset with those around them. By spending time with these individuals, you gain access to valuable insights and perspectives that can accelerate your growth. You learn faster, think smarter, and act with more purpose. In essence, the excellence of others raises your own standards. The dangers of toxic relationships. Just as excellence can elevate you, toxic relationships can pull you down. Toxic people are often negative, critical, and unsupportive. They may discourage your dreams, question your abilities, or even sabotage your success. Whether intentional or not, their energy can have a significant impact on your confidence, motivation, and overall progress. It's important to recognize when someone in your circle is holding you back. While it may be difficult to distance yourself from people you've known for a long time, especially if they're close friends or family, your personal growth and success must come first. That doesn't mean you need to cut people out of your life completely, but it does mean setting boundaries and limiting your exposure to negativity. One of the biggest challenges in pursuing success is dealing with people who don't believe in your vision. They may project their own insecurities or failures onto you, making you question whether your goals are realistic or worth pursuing. In these moments, it's crucial to remember that their doubts are a reflection of their own limitations, not yours. How to build a circle of excellence. Building a circle of excellence isn't about finding perfect people. It's about surrounding yourself with individuals who embody the traits, values, and mindset you aspire to cultivate in your own life. Here's how to start creating your circle of excellence. Seek out mentors and role models. Look for people who are already where you want to be. These could be successful entrepreneurs, professionals, or leaders in your industry. By learning from their experiences and advice, you can fast-track your own success. Mentors provide guidance, accountability, and wisdom that can help you navigate challenges more effectively. Align yourself with people who share your values. Success is not just about money or achievement, it's also about living in alignment with your values. Surround yourself with people who share your values of integrity, hard work, growth, and positivity. When your circle shares your core beliefs, they'll support you not just in achieving your goals, but in becoming the best version of yourself. Embrace diversity. Your circle of excellence should include people from diverse backgrounds, industries, and perspectives. Diversity of thought brings fresh ideas and solutions to the table. It challenges you to think outside the box and consider new ways of approaching problems. The more diverse your circle, the more you'll grow. Avoid energy drainers. Energy drainers are people who constantly bring negativity into your life. They might be overly critical, constantly complaining, or quick to dismiss your goals. These individuals drain your energy and make it harder to stay motivated. Instead, focus on building relationships with people who energize and inspire you. Be the kind of person you want to attract. Finally, remember that like attracts like. If you want to surround yourself with excellence, you need to embody excellence in your own life. Be the kind of person who lifts others up, who is driven by purpose, and who is always striving to improve. When you lead with excellence, you naturally attract people who share your mindset and values. You become who you surround yourself with. Surrounding yourself with excellence is one of the most powerful ways to fast-track your success. The people you choose to spend your time with have a profound influence on your mindset, habits, and actions. By aligning yourself with high achievers, positive influencers, and supportive individuals, you create an environment where success becomes the natural outcome. Remember, excellence is contagious. When you're in the company of those who strive for greatness, you're inspired to do the same. And just as importantly, you become a source of inspiration and excellence for others. The people you choose to surround yourself with will either lift you up or bring you down. Make sure your circle is filled with those who elevate you and push you to be the best version of yourself. Chapter 10. Take massive action. Break through your comfort zone. If there's one thing that separates successful individuals from those who only dream of success, it's their ability to take massive action. You can have the most brilliant ideas, the clearest goals, and the best intentions, but without consistent and bold action, those dreams will remain just that, dreams. In this chapter, we'll dive into the importance of taking massive action, the need to push through your comfort zone, and how to build momentum toward achieving your goals. Action is the bridge between goals and reality. It's easy to get stuck in the planning phase. We spend time thinking about what we want, creating detailed plans, and imagining how life will look once we achieve our goals. While this is important, none of it matters without action. Action is the only thing that brings your goals to life. It's the bridge between your current reality and the future you desire. But it's not just about any action. It's about massive action, taking bold, decisive steps that challenge you, stretch your limits, and push you beyond what's comfortable. Massive action creates momentum, and momentum is what carries you through the obstacles and setbacks that will inevitably come your way. The bigger the action, the greater the results. Why your comfort zone is holding you back. One of the biggest reasons people don't achieve their full potential is because they stay within their comfort zone. The comfort zone is that familiar, safe space where things are predictable and manageable. It's the routine you follow, the tasks you're confident in, and the people you know well. While it may feel safe, the comfort zone is also where growth goes to die. Growth happens when you step outside of that bubble, when you do things that scare you, challenge you, and force you to adapt. Whether it's starting a new project, taking a risk in your career, or putting yourself out there in relationships, breaking through your comfort zone is essential to success. Think of it like a muscle. If you never push your muscles beyond their current limits, they'll never grow. The same is true for your mind, your skills, and your potential. The more you push yourself to do uncomfortable things, the more you'll expand your capabilities and reach new heights. The fear of failure. At the root of our reluctance to take massive action is often a fear of failure. What if it doesn't work? What if I'm not good enough? What will people think if I try and fall short? These are the kinds of thoughts that keep us stuck in place, preventing us from making real progress. The truth is, failure is not the enemy. Inaction is. Failure is a natural and necessary part of success. Every great achievement is built on a foundation of failures, mistakes, and lessons learned. The only true failure is not trying at all. When you take massive action, you will fail at times. You'll make mistakes, encounter setbacks, and maybe even experience moments of doubt. But each failure is an opportunity to learn, grow, and adjust your approach. The more action you take, the more you'll learn, and the closer you'll get to your ultimate goal. Failure isn't something to avoid, it's something to embrace. Small steps versus massive leaps. You might be thinking, can't I just take small, steady steps toward my goals? Yes, small steps are important, especially when you're building new habits or learning new skills. However, there comes a time when small steps are no longer enough. To achieve extraordinary results, you need to take extraordinary action. Massive action doesn't mean reckless action. It means committing fully to your goal, making bold moves, and acting with a sense of urgency. It means doing the things that make you uncomfortable, the things you've been putting off because they seem too hard or too risky. It means going all in. Think of any major success story, whether it's a successful entrepreneur, an Olympic athlete, or an artist. Behind every success is a moment, or many moments, of massive action. These individuals didn't play it safe. They took risks, put themselves out there, and made bold decisions that set them apart from the rest. The 10X rule, setting bigger goals and taking bigger action. One powerful approach to taking massive action is the 10X rule, popularized by entrepreneur Grant Cardone. The idea is simple. Whatever your goal is, multiply it by 10. If you want to earn $100,000 this year, set a goal for $1,000. If you want to make 10 sales calls a day, aim for 100. Why? Because aiming for a higher target forces you to think and act differently. When your goal is 10 times bigger, the action you take must be 10 times more focused, consistent, and bold. This pushes you out of your comfort zone and makes you approach your work with a greater sense of urgency and purpose. Taking massive action also means doing 10 times more than what's expected. If the average person is putting in 40 hours of work a week, you might need to put in 60. If most people send one follow-up email after a meeting, you send 3. The more action you take, the more opportunities you create. Building momentum through consistent action. Once you start taking massive action, something magical happens. Momentum. Momentum is the force that keeps you moving forward, even when things get tough. It's easier to keep going once you've already started than to keep starting from scratch. The more action you take, the more motivated and confident you become, and the closer you get to achieving your goals. Massive action doesn't mean burning yourself out or sprinting for a few days and then collapsing. It means creating a rhythm of consistent, high-effort work. It means showing up every day with the same level of energy, focus, and determination. Here are a few tips for building momentum through massive action. Set clear, specific goals. Know exactly what you're working toward. Vague goals lead to vague actions. Clear goals lead to focused, purposeful action. Start with urgency. When you decide to take action, start immediately. Don't wait for the right time or until you feel more prepared. The best way to build momentum is to start now, even if you don't have everything figured out. Take consistent, daily action. Taking massive action doesn't mean doing everything all at once. It means taking meaningful, bold steps every single day. Consistency compounds over time. Track your progress. Keep a record of your actions and progress. This not only helps you stay accountable, but also gives you a sense of accomplishment as you see how far you've come. Adjust as needed. Massive action doesn't mean sticking blindly to a plan that's not working. Be willing to adjust your approach based on feedback and results. The key is to keep moving forward, even if the path changes. The role of urgency in taking action. Urgency is a key component of massive action. When you act with a sense of urgency, you eliminate procrastination and indecision. You approach your work with intensity, knowing that time is your most valuable resource. Successful people understand that the time to act is now, not tomorrow or next week. A lack of urgency keeps people in their comfort zones. They think they have time to wait, to perfect their plan, or to gather more information before taking action. But in reality, waiting only leads to missed opportunities. The sooner you take action, the sooner you'll see results. Urgency creates momentum, and momentum leads to breakthroughs. When you feel that inner drive to act now, you take bigger steps and make faster progress. Urgency turns ordinary effort into extraordinary outcomes. Massive action is the key to breaking through your limits. Taking massive action is the fastest way to break through your comfort zone and achieve extraordinary results. It's about doing more than what's expected, stepping outside of what feels safe, and pushing yourself to go further than you ever thought possible. If you want to achieve anything you desire in life, you must be willing to act with boldness and urgency. Waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect plan will only hold you back. The time to act is now. Break through your comfort zone, embrace the discomfort of growth, and take massive action toward your goals. The more action you take, the closer you'll get to achieving everything you've ever wanted. Chapter 11. The Power of Gratitude. Amplify your success. Gratitude is often misunderstood as a simple thank you or a momentary acknowledgement of something good in our lives. But in reality, gratitude is far more powerful than that. It is a state of mind, a way of being that can transform how we see the world, how we feel, and how we act. Gratitude has the unique ability to amplify your success by shifting your perspective, attracting more abundance into your life, and fostering resilience in the face of challenges. In this chapter, we'll explore the profound impact gratitude can have on your life and how cultivating a deep, consistent practice of gratitude can open the door to greater achievements, happiness, and fulfillment. The science behind gratitude, how it rewires your brain. Before diving into the ways gratitude amplifies success, it's important to understand how gratitude actually works in your brain. When you focus on what you're grateful for, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, two powerful neurotransmitters responsible for feelings of happiness and well-being. Over time, practicing gratitude strengthens neural pathways associated with positive thinking, making it easier for you to focus on the good, even in difficult situations. This is crucial because your mindset shapes your reality. If your mind is wired to focus on abundance, opportunities, and the positive aspects of life, you will naturally attract more of those things. Gratitude literally rewires your brain to be more optimistic, resilient, and open to the possibilities that life has to offer. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance. One of the most common mental traps that hold people back from achieving success is a scarcity mindset, the belief that there isn't enough to go around, that resources, opportunities, or good fortune are limited. This mindset creates fear, competition, and a sense of lack that can paralyze you. Gratitude, on the other hand, shifts your focus from what you don't have to what you already have. When you focus on abundance, you realize that there is always enough, and that more will come. This shift in perspective is empowering. It allows you to act from a place of confidence and positivity rather than fear and doubt. For example, instead of focusing on the fact that you didn't get the job you wanted, you can be grateful for the skills and experiences you've gained along the way that will prepare you for even better opportunities. Instead of being frustrated by a setback, you can be grateful for the lesson it taught you and the strength you've developed through the challenge. By focusing on abundance, gratitude helps you see possibilities rather than limitations. It opens your mind to new opportunities and shifts your energy toward positive outcomes. Gratitude attracts more success into your life. The law of attraction states that whatever you focus on, you attract more of into your life. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you attract more things to be grateful for. This isn't just about wishful thinking. It's about training your brain to notice opportunities, possibilities, and resources that align with your goals. When you practice gratitude regularly, you start to see the world through a lens of abundance. You recognize opportunities where others see obstacles. You find solutions where others see problems. You attract positive people into your life who align with your values and goals. This magnetic energy that comes from gratitude can have a powerful ripple effect, bringing more success and fulfillment into your life. Successful people often credit their achievements to a grateful mindset. When you are grateful for what you have, you are more likely to use it wisely, appreciate it, and build upon it. This creates a cycle of success, where gratitude fuels more action, which in turn leads to greater achievements. Gratitude builds resilience in tough times. Success is never a straight line. There will be challenges, setbacks, and failures along the way. The difference between those who persevere and those who give up often comes down to mindset, and gratitude is one of the most powerful tools you can use to build resilience. When you practice gratitude, even in difficult times, you train your mind to focus on what's going right rather than what's going wrong. This doesn't mean ignoring the challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. Instead, it means acknowledging the good that still exists, even in the midst of adversity. Gratitude shifts your focus from being a victim of your circumstances to being a creator of your reality. It reminds you that, no matter how difficult things get, there is always something to be thankful for. This mindset gives you the strength to keep going, to find solutions, and to remain hopeful even when the path ahead is uncertain. For example, if you lose a job, gratitude can help you focus on the new opportunities that lie ahead rather than the loss. If you face a personal setback, gratitude can remind you of the support and love you still have in your life. This ability to find gratitude in the face of challenges builds emotional resilience, which is a critical factor in long-term success. The practice of gratitude. Simple ways to make it a daily habit. Gratitude is not something that happens automatically. It requires conscious effort and practice. The more you cultivate gratitude in your life, the more natural it becomes, and the more you'll see its benefits in all areas of your life. Here are a few simple yet powerful ways to incorporate gratitude into your daily routine. Start a gratitude journal. Every day, write down 3 things you are grateful for. They don't have to be big things, just small moments, people, or experiences that bring you joy. Over time, you'll start to notice how much you have to be thankful for, even on tough days. Express gratitude to others. Make it a habit to express appreciation to the people around you. Whether it's a thank you note, a kind word, or a simple gesture, showing gratitude strengthens your relationships and fosters a positive environment. Practice mindful gratitude. Take a few moments each day to pause and reflect on what you're grateful for in the present moment. This could be during meditation, while taking a walk, or even while you're drinking your morning coffee. Being present and mindful of the good in your life helps reinforce a grateful mindset. Reframe challenges with gratitude. When you face a difficult situation, consciously look for something to be grateful for within the challenge. It could be the lesson you're learning, the strength you're gaining, or the opportunity for growth. Gratitude affirmations. Start your day with positive affirmations that focus on gratitude. For example, I am grateful for the opportunities that come my way, or I am thankful for the abundance in my life. These affirmations set a positive tone for the day ahead. Gratitude enhances relationships and builds support systems. Gratitude is not only a powerful tool for personal growth and success, but it also enhances your relationships with others. When you express gratitude to the people around you, your family, friends, colleagues, and mentors, you strengthen those bonds and create a supportive network. People are naturally drawn to those who appreciate them. Gratitude fosters trust, respect, and positivity, which are essential ingredients in building strong, healthy relationships. Whether in personal or professional settings, expressing gratitude makes others feel valued and respected, which in turn leads to stronger connections and collaborations. Gratitude also helps you navigate conflicts and challenges in relationships. When you focus on what you appreciate about others, you're less likely to get caught up in petty disagreements or frustrations. It allows you to see the bigger picture and approach challenges with kindness and understanding. Gratitude as a superpower for amplifying success. Gratitude may seem simple, but its impact on your life can be profound. It shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance, attracts more success into your life, builds resilience, and strengthens your relationships. Gratitude is a powerful amplifier. It takes the good in your life and makes it even better. By making gratitude a daily practice, you not only enhance your chances of success, but also cultivate a sense of joy, fulfillment, and peace that extends beyond your achievements. Remember, success is not just about what you accomplish, but also about how you feel along the way. Gratitude ensures that you enjoy the journey as much as the destination. Embrace the power of gratitude and watch how it transforms every area of your life. Chapter 12. Adaptability. Thrive in uncertainty. The only constant in life is change. No matter how meticulously you plan or how well you prepare, unexpected challenges, shifts, and uncertainties will always arise. The true key to success in these moments isn't how rigidly you stick to your original plan, but how well you adapt and thrive amid uncertainty. Adaptability is one of the most critical skills you can develop in today's fast-paced, ever-changing world. It's the ability to remain flexible, to pivot when necessary, and to face uncertainty with confidence instead of fear. In this chapter, we will explore the importance of adaptability, how to develop this essential trait, and why being adaptable is crucial to achieving long-term success. Why adaptability is more important than ever. We live in a time of constant change. Technological advancements, global events, economic fluctuations, and even personal circumstances can shift rapidly. Those who are unable to adapt to these changes often find themselves struggling to keep up. They may hold on to old ways of thinking, working, or living that no longer serve them. This rigidity can create frustration, stress, and even failure. On the other hand, those who embrace change and adapt quickly are the ones who thrive. They are able to navigate through the uncertainty, seizing new opportunities, and finding success where others see only challenges. Adaptability allows you to move forward, even when the path ahead isn't clear. It ensures that no matter what life throws your way, you can continue to grow, evolve, and succeed. The mindset of adaptability. Embracing change, not fearing it. At the core of adaptability is a mindset that welcomes change instead of resisting it. This doesn't mean that change is always easy or that you should avoid feeling discomfort during uncertain times. But it does mean recognizing that change is inevitable and learning to see it as an opportunity for growth rather than a threat. People who are adaptable have a growth mindset. They believe that challenges and new situations are chances to learn, improve, and become better. Instead of clinging to what's familiar or comfortable, they ask themselves, how can I grow from this? Or, what new possibilities does this change present? This mindset shift is critical. When you stop fearing change and start seeing it as a doorway to new opportunities, your ability to adapt increases exponentially. You become more resourceful, more open-minded, and more creative in finding solutions to the challenges you face. The power of flexibility, the art of pivoting. Being adaptable isn't about abandoning your goals. It's about being flexible in your approach to achieving them. Flexibility means being willing to pivot when necessary, adjusting your strategies based on new information, feedback, or circumstances. This is particularly important when things don't go according to plan, a reality that most people face at some point. For example, let's say you've been working toward a specific career goal, but a major industry shift or unexpected event suddenly changes the landscape. Instead of clinging to the original plan and becoming frustrated when it no longer works, an adaptable person would assess the new situation and adjust their approach. They might seek out new skills, find alternative paths to their goal, or even discover new opportunities that they hadn't considered before. The ability to pivot quickly and effectively is a hallmark of adaptability. It's not about giving up on your dreams, but finding new ways to achieve them in changing circumstances. Let go of perfectionism. Progress over perfection. One of the biggest barriers to adaptability is perfectionism, the belief that everything must go exactly as planned or be done perfectly. Perfectionism often leads to rigidity, making it difficult to adjust when things don't unfold as expected. To become more adaptable, you must let go of the need for perfection. Understand that life is messy, unpredictable, and often full of surprises. The goal is not to have everything figured out or to avoid mistakes, but to keep moving forward despite uncertainty. Focus on progress, not perfection. This mindset allows you to remain flexible and open to new ideas, solutions, and approaches. It gives you the freedom to experiment, learn from failures, and adapt as you go. Remember, it's better to make imperfect progress than to stay stuck waiting for the perfect conditions that may never come. Adaptability breeds resilience. Adaptability and resilience go hand in hand. When you develop the ability to adapt, you also strengthen your resilience, the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties and bounce back from setbacks. Every time you adapt to a new challenge, you build resilience. You prove to yourself that you can handle uncertainty, that you can navigate through tough times, and that you can emerge stronger on the other side. This resilience is what allows you to keep moving forward, no matter how many obstacles you face. Being adaptable means understanding that failure and setbacks are not the end of the road. They are simply opportunities to learn, adjust, and try again. The more you practice adaptability, the more resilient you become and the more capable you are of facing whatever life throws your way. Practical strategies for cultivating adaptability. Developing adaptability is a lifelong process, but there are specific strategies you can use to strengthen this essential skill. Embrace a learning mindset. Be curious and open to new ideas, perspectives, and experiences. The more you learn, the more adaptable you become, because knowledge expands your ability to see different possibilities. Stay calm under pressure. In moments of uncertainty, emotions can run high, leading to rash decisions or resistance to change. Practice staying calm, taking a step back, and assessing the situation with a clear mind before reacting. Be open to feedback. One of the best ways to adapt is to seek feedback from others. Whether it's constructive criticism or positive insights, feedback helps you see things from a different angle and adjust your approach. Challenge your comfort zone. Regularly put yourself in situations that push you out of your comfort zone. Whether it's taking on new challenges at work, learning a new skill, or trying something unfamiliar, these experiences help you become more comfortable with uncertainty. Focus on solutions, not problems. When faced with change or challenges, it's easy to get stuck focusing on the problem. Instead, train your mind to focus on finding solutions. This shift in focus helps you adapt quickly and move forward. Practice flexibility in small ways. Flexibility is a muscle that can be strengthened over time. Start by practicing flexibility in small, everyday situations, such as adjusting your schedule or trying a different approach to a task. These small acts of flexibility build your adaptability muscle for bigger challenges. Learn from past experiences. Reflect on times in your life when you've had to adapt to changes or uncertainties. What worked well? What could you improve? Learning from your past experiences helps you become more adaptable in the future. Adaptability in action. Stories of success. History is full of examples of people who have achieved great success because of their ability to adapt. Take the story of Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, for example. After being ousted from the company he started, Jobs didn't give up. Instead, he adapted. He went on to create new companies, gain valuable experiences, and eventually return to Apple, leading it to become one of the most successful companies in the world. Jobs' ability to adapt to change and uncertainty was a critical factor in his success. Another example is Oprah Winfrey, who faced numerous setbacks early in her career, but adapted to every challenge. From being told she wasn't fit for television to enduring personal hardships, Oprah continually reinvented herself and her brand. Her ability to adapt to shifting circumstances and embrace new opportunities has made her one of the most influential and successful figures in media today. These stories illustrate a simple but powerful truth. The ability to adapt is one of the greatest predictors of success. When you can pivot, learn, and grow from change, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Adaptability is the key to thriving in uncertainty. Adaptability is not just a nice-to-have skill, it's a necessity in today's ever-changing world. The ability to thrive in uncertainty, to remain flexible, and to see challenges as opportunities will set you apart from those who are stuck in their ways. Remember, life rarely goes according to plan, and success is not a straight line. The more adaptable you are, the better equipped you'll be to navigate life's twists and turns, overcome obstacles, and seize new opportunities. By embracing change, letting go of perfectionism, and practicing flexibility, you'll develop the adaptability you need to thrive, no matter what comes your way. Chapter 13. Build resilience. Bounce back stronger. Life is full of ups and downs, triumphs and setbacks. The difference between those who thrive and those who falter often comes down to one critical factor: resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to recover from difficulties, and to keep moving forward when things don't go according to plan. It is the cornerstone of success, because without it, setbacks can derail you completely. In this chapter, we will explore what resilience truly means, why it's essential for long-term success, and how to develop it so that no obstacle can hold you back for long. What is resilience? Resilience is not just about toughness or brute force. It's about flexibility, adaptability, and emotional strength. Think of resilience like a rubber band. When stretched, it doesn't break. Instead, it returns to its original form, often stronger than before. Similarly, when life stretches you, resilience allows you to snap back and keep going, no matter how difficult the challenge. Resilient people are not immune to stress, pain, or failure. They experience the same hardships as everyone else. What sets them apart is their ability to recover quickly, learn from their experiences, and use adversity as a stepping stone to greater success. Why resilience is essential for success. No matter how talented, intelligent, or hard-working you are, there will be times when life throws you curveballs, unexpected setbacks, failures, and challenges. These moments can feel overwhelming, but they are also where real growth happens. Without resilience, these obstacles can stop you in your tracks. You may feel like giving up, or worse, believe that failure defines you. But with resilience, you can turn setbacks into comebacks. You can face challenges head-on, knowing that they are temporary and that you have the inner strength to overcome them. Resilience helps you maintain your focus on the bigger picture, even when things aren't going your way. It reminds you that failure is not final, and that every setback is an opportunity to learn, grow, and come back stronger. The resilience mindset. Embrace failure, learn from it, and keep going. Resilient people have a unique mindset. They don't see failure as something to fear. Instead, they view it as a necessary part of the journey to success. This doesn't mean that failure is easy or pleasant. It's often painful and disappointing. But resilient individuals understand that every failure carries with it valuable lessons. Instead of letting failure define them, they use it as a tool for growth. This mindset shift is crucial. When you stop fearing failure and start embracing it as a learning experience, you free yourself from the paralysis that often comes with fear. You become more willing to take risks, try new things, and push yourself beyond your comfort zone because you know that even if you fail, you'll come back stronger. How to build resilience. Resilience is not something you're born with. It's a skill that can be developed over time. Like a muscle, it grows stronger the more you use it. Here are some key strategies for building resilience. Reframe setbacks as opportunities for growth. When something goes wrong, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Instead of focusing on the failure itself, shift your attention to the lessons it offers. Each setback is a chance to grow, to refine your approach, and to come back even better. Practice self-compassion. Resilience doesn't mean being hard on yourself. In fact, self-compassion is a critical part of bouncing back from adversity. When you face challenges, be kind to yourself. Acknowledge your feelings, but don't let them consume you. Give yourself permission to take breaks, recharge, and then get back in the game. Focus on what you can control. One of the biggest obstacles to resilience is feeling powerless in the face of adversity. To combat this, focus on the aspects of the situation that are within your control. This might include your attitude, your actions, or your response to the challenge. When you focus on what you can control, you regain a sense of empowerment, which fuels resilience. Develop a support system. Resilience doesn't mean going it alone. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, encourage you, and provide support during tough times. Whether it's friends, family, mentors, or colleagues, having a strong support network can make a huge difference in how well you recover from setbacks. Cultivate optimism. Resilient people are optimistic by nature. They believe that no matter how bad things get, they will eventually improve. This optimism isn't about ignoring the reality of the situation, but about maintaining hope and focusing on solutions. By cultivating optimism, you create a mental buffer that helps you stay positive and keep moving forward, even in difficult times. Develop problem-solving skills. Resilience is closely tied to problem-solving. When you face challenges, focus on finding solutions rather than dwelling on the problem. Break the issue down into manageable steps and tackle them one by one. By focusing on solutions, you regain a sense of control and momentum. Build emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is the ability to manage your emotions during stressful situations. Practice mindfulness, meditation, or deep breathing exercises to help regulate your emotions and reduce stress. The more you practice emotional regulation, the easier it becomes to stay calm and composed in the face of adversity. The role of resilience in long-term success. Success is rarely achieved through a straight line. The road to greatness is often filled with twists, turns, setbacks, and failures. This is where resilience becomes a game changer. It's not just about bouncing back from one failure. It's about staying the course, no matter how many times you fall. Many of the most successful people in history attribute their achievements to their resilience. They didn't succeed because they never failed. They succeeded because they refused to give up. Every time they encountered a setback, they used it as fuel to keep going, learning from their mistakes and adjusting their approach. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. Edison famously failed over 1,000 times before finally achieving success. When asked about his repeated failures, he reportedly said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This attitude of resilience, seeing failure as a step toward success, is what ultimately led to his breakthrough. Another example is J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before her books became a global phenomenon, Rowling faced numerous rejections from publishers. Her personal life was also filled with challenges, including financial struggles and depression. But Rowling's resilience kept her going. She continued to write, despite the setbacks, and eventually her perseverance paid off in ways she could never have imagined. Resilience is your superpower. The great thing about resilience is that it's a superpower that's available to everyone. It doesn't matter where you come from, what resources you have, or what challenges you face. Resilience is within your reach. By developing resilience, you give yourself the ability to bounce back from anything life throws at you. Remember, setbacks are not the end of the road. They are simply a detour, a chance to learn and grow. The more resilient you become, the less intimidating these challenges will seem. You'll begin to see adversity not as a barrier, but as an opportunity to rise even higher. Practical strategies for building resilience in daily life. Building resilience isn't just something you do in response to major setbacks. It's a skill you can practice daily. Here are a few ways to incorporate resilience-building habits into your life. Embrace challenges. Don't shy away from difficult tasks or situations. Every time you face a challenge, you're strengthening your resilience. Whether it's taking on a new project at work, learning a new skill, or pushing through a tough workout, embracing challenges helps you become more resilient over time. Set realistic goals. When you set goals that are achievable but challenging, you create opportunities to build resilience. Achieving these goals gives you a sense of accomplishment, while the challenges along the way teach you how to overcome obstacles. Take care of your physical health. Your body and mind are interconnected. When you take care of your physical health through exercise, proper nutrition, and rest, you build the physical stamina needed to support your mental resilience. Reflect on your progress. Regularly take time to reflect on how far you've come. Look back at the challenges you've faced and overcome. This reflection will remind you of your strength and build confidence in your ability to handle future setbacks. Maintain a sense of humor. Laughter is a powerful tool for resilience. It helps you keep things in perspective, reduces stress, and reminds you not to take life too seriously. When you can laugh at yourself or find humor in difficult situations, you lighten the emotional load and make it easier to move forward. Building a life of resilience. Resilience is not just about bouncing back. It's about bouncing back stronger. It's about developing the mindset, skills, and emotional fortitude to handle life's challenges with grace and determination. By cultivating resilience, you give yourself the tools to face any obstacle, overcome any failure, and achieve any goal. Remember, the journey to success will always include setbacks, but with resilience, you'll not only survive these setbacks, you'll thrive because of them. Chapter 14. The Power of Self-Reflection. Learn and evolve. In a world that's constantly moving, where we're bombarded by distractions and demands for our attention, it's easy to get caught up in the rush of life. We often find ourselves reacting to situations without fully understanding our motivations, patterns, or the underlying reasons for our decisions. This is where self-reflection becomes invaluable. Self-reflection is the art of looking inward, examining your thoughts, emotions, actions, and experiences to understand yourself better and, ultimately, to evolve into the best version of yourself. Self-reflection is not just about introspection, it's about growth. It's a powerful tool that allows you to assess your strengths, weaknesses, progress, and mistakes. When you take the time to reflect on your life, you gain clarity about where you are and what changes you need to make to reach your goals. In this chapter, we'll explore why self-reflection is essential, how it can lead to profound personal transformation, and how to incorporate it into your daily routine. Why self-reflection is essential for growth. Self-reflection is often overlooked, especially in today's fast-paced world, but it is one of the most critical practices for personal growth. Without it, you're like a ship without a compass, drifting aimlessly without a clear sense of direction. Reflection allows you to pause and assess whether you're on the right path. It gives you the opportunity to course-correct, set new goals, and understand what's truly working in your life and what isn't. Through self-reflection, you become more self-aware. You begin to notice patterns in your behavior, both positive and negative. You identify the habits that are serving you and the ones that are holding you back. This awareness is the first step toward change. You cannot improve what you are unaware of. Self-reflection sheds light on those blind spots, empowering you to take control of your growth. The relationship between self-reflection and success. One of the key reasons why successful people consistently evolve is because they engage in self-reflection. They understand that learning from experience is one of the most effective ways to grow. Rather than simply going through the motions, they actively evaluate their actions and decisions, asking themselves what they did well, what they could have done better, and how they can improve in the future. Without reflection, you risk repeating the same mistakes over and over. You may find yourself stuck in the same patterns, wondering why things never seem to change. But with self-reflection, you can break free from those cycles. You learn from each experience, turning every setback into a lesson, every failure into an opportunity to improve. Successful people know that true growth requires introspection. They make it a habit to reflect on their day, their week, and their life as a whole. They understand that self-reflection isn't about dwelling on the past. It's about using the past as a tool to build a better future. How self-reflection leads to self-awareness. Self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence, which is one of the most important skills for success in life and relationships. When you practice self-reflection, you become more in tune with your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. You begin to understand what triggers certain reactions in you and why you feel the way you do in specific situations. This increased self-awareness allows you to navigate life more effectively. For example, if you notice that you tend to procrastinate when you're feeling overwhelmed, self-reflection can help you identify that pattern. With this awareness, you can then create strategies to overcome procrastination, such as breaking tasks into smaller, manageable steps, or practicing stress relief techniques before tackling challenging projects. Self-awareness also improves your relationships with others. When you're aware of your own emotions and triggers, you're less likely to react impulsively or irrationally in difficult situations. Instead, you can respond thoughtfully, with clarity and purpose. This emotional intelligence strengthens your ability to communicate, resolve conflicts, and build healthier connections with those around you. Steps for effective self-reflection. Now that we've established why self-reflection is so powerful, let's explore how to incorporate it into your life. Self-reflection doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out process, but it does require consistency and intentionality. Here are some practical steps to start integrating self-reflection into your daily routine. Create a space for reflection. To engage in meaningful reflection, you need to create space in your life where you can think without distractions. This might mean setting aside a few minutes in the morning or before bed to sit quietly with your thoughts. Find a time and place where you feel calm and focused, whether it's a quiet corner of your home, a park, or even while journaling. Ask the right questions. The quality of your self-reflection depends on the questions you ask yourself. Start with basic questions like, what went well today and why? What challenges did I face and how did I handle them? What could I have done better? What emotions did I experience and what triggered them? What am I grateful for today? These questions encourage you to look deeper into your actions, feelings, and experiences, helping you to gain valuable insights about yourself. Be honest with yourself. Self-reflection requires brutal honesty. It's easy to gloss over your mistakes or downplay areas where you need to improve. But growth comes from acknowledging your shortcomings, not avoiding them. Be willing to confront your flaws, your failures, and your insecurities. It might be uncomfortable, but it's necessary for personal evolution. Embrace your successes. While it's important to reflect on areas of improvement, it's equally crucial to celebrate your successes. Take the time to acknowledge your accomplishments and give yourself credit for your hard work. Recognizing your achievements boosts your confidence and motivates you to keep pushing forward. Journaling as a tool for reflection. One of the most effective ways to engage in self-reflection is through journaling. Writing down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences allows you to organize your reflections and track your progress over time. You don't need to be a professional writer. Just jotting down a few sentences each day can make a significant difference. Journaling also helps you to externalize your thoughts, which can make it easier to process and understand them. Over time, you can look back on your journal entries and see how much you've grown, which reinforces the habit of reflection. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is another powerful tool for self-reflection. By practicing mindfulness, you learn to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. This heightened awareness makes it easier to reflect on your experiences in a clear, non-reactive way. Mindfulness also helps you stay present, which is essential for effective reflection. The ripple effect of self-reflection. When you make self-reflection a regular part of your life, it creates a ripple effect that touches every area of your life. You become more thoughtful in your decision-making, more intentional in your actions, and more aware of your emotional and mental states. This leads to better outcomes in both your personal and professional life. Self-reflection also deepens your understanding of your values and goals. It helps you clarify what truly matters to you, so you can align your life with your core values. This alignment brings a sense of purpose and fulfillment that's hard to achieve without introspection. How to evolve through self-reflection. Self-reflection is not just about looking back. It's about using what you learn to evolve. It's about growing into a better version of yourself, one step at a time. Here's how self-reflection can help you evolve. Recognize patterns. When you reflect consistently, you start to notice patterns in your behavior. Maybe you realize that you tend to get discouraged when things don't go perfectly, or that you avoid difficult conversations because you fear conflict. Once you identify these patterns, you can begin to change them. Take responsibility. Self-reflection teaches you to take ownership of your life. You stop blaming external factors for your problems and start focusing on what you can control. This shift in perspective empowers you to make changes and improve your situation. Set new goals. Reflection allows you to reassess your goals and make adjustments as needed. As you grow and evolve, your priorities may shift. Self-reflection helps you stay aligned with your long-term vision while adapting to new circumstances. Build resilience. Through self-reflection, you learn to embrace challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth. You become more resilient because you understand that every experience, whether positive or negative, is a chance to learn and evolve. The power of reflection in leadership. Leaders who practice self-reflection are often more effective because they understand their strengths, weaknesses, and blind spots. By reflecting on their actions and decisions, they gain valuable insights into how they can improve their leadership skills. This self-awareness enables them to lead with greater empathy, clarity, and confidence. Whether you're leading a team, a business, or your own life, self-reflection can make you a more thoughtful and effective leader. It helps you identify areas where you need to grow, and it empowers you to make the necessary changes to lead with integrity and purpose. Learn, evolve, and repeat. Self-reflection is not a one-time event. It's a lifelong practice. The more you reflect, the more you learn about yourself, and the more you evolve. It's a continuous cycle of growth that leads to greater self-awareness, better decision-making, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. Make self-reflection a priority in your life. Set aside time each day or week to reflect on your actions, decisions, and experiences. Use what you learn to evolve into the person you were meant to be. The power of self-reflection lies not just in understanding where you are, but in using that understanding to shape where you're going. Chapter 15. Celebrate the journey, the true definition of success. Too often, we define success as the moment we achieve our biggest goals or when we reach that ultimate destination we've been working toward. Whether it's a promotion, financial freedom, a personal milestone, or a dream we've held for years, we become so focused on the end result that we forget to appreciate the steps along the way. But true success isn't just about crossing the finish line. It's about valuing and celebrating every moment of the journey. This final chapter is about redefining success, shifting the focus from a singular end goal to embracing every small victory, every lesson learned, and every step that brings you closer to your dreams. It's about understanding that the process, the growth, and the experiences you gain are just as important, if not more so, than the goal itself. By the end of this chapter, you'll see that success is not a destination. It's a continuous evolving journey that deserves to be celebrated. Why the journey matters more than the destination. The journey is where the magic happens. It's where you face challenges, overcome obstacles, and grow as a person. While reaching your ultimate goal may bring a sense of accomplishment, it's the journey that shapes you. Every struggle, every setback, and every triumph along the way is a valuable part of your evolution. Imagine setting out to climb a mountain. The peak represents your goal, but the true beauty and growth occur during the ascent. As you climb, you develop strength, resilience, and perseverance. You learn to navigate difficult terrain, overcome fear, and push past limits you didn't know you had. Each step brings you closer to the summit, but it's the journey that transforms you. By the time you reach the top, you're not the same person who began the climb. You're stronger, wiser, and more capable. In the same way, life's goals are important, but they are only a part of the story. If you focus solely on the destination, you miss out on the richness of the experiences that lead you there. Success is not defined by a single moment, but by the accumulation of growth, learning, and progress along the way. The small wins that build momentum. We often get so wrapped up in achieving big goals that we overlook the small wins along the way. But these small wins are the building blocks of success. Each time you make progress, no matter how minor it may seem, you're moving closer to your goal. These incremental victories are worth celebrating because they keep you motivated and build momentum. For example, if your goal is to start a successful business, each step you take, whether it's researching your market, launching your website, or making your first sale, is a win. These small achievements may not seem like much in isolation, but collectively they propel you toward your larger vision. Celebrating these small wins not only boosts your motivation, but also reinforces the habit of success. By acknowledging your progress, you create positive reinforcement that encourages you to keep moving forward. This creates a powerful cycle. The more you celebrate your progress, the more motivated you become, which in turn leads to even more progress. How to shift your mindset toward enjoying the journey. Shifting your mindset from destination-based success to journey-based fulfillment requires a change in perspective. It means recognizing that the process of growth and learning is just as rewarding as achieving the goal itself. Here's how to make that shift. Focus on progress, not perfection. Many of us get caught up in the pursuit of perfection, believing that we can only celebrate once we've reached the pinnacle of success. But perfection is an illusion, and waiting for it will only lead to frustration and disappointment. Instead, focus on progress. Celebrate every step you take, no matter how small. Progress is success in motion. Embrace the challenges. The challenges you face on your journey are not roadblocks. They are opportunities for growth. Each obstacle teaches you something valuable, whether it's resilience, patience, or creativity. When you encounter a challenge, shift your mindset from frustration to curiosity. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Embrace the lessons that come with the struggle, knowing that they are shaping you into the person who will achieve your goals. Practice gratitude for the present moment. Success isn't something that exists only in the future. It's something you can experience right now by being grateful for where you are. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. It allows you to appreciate the journey, even when you haven't yet reached your destination. Make it a habit to reflect on the progress you've made and the lessons you've learned, and express gratitude for the experiences that have brought you this far. Celebrate milestones, big and small. Whether it's completing a major project, reaching a personal milestone, or simply taking a step outside of your comfort zone, take the time to celebrate. Acknowledging your achievements, both big and small, helps you stay motivated and reminds you of how far you've come. Celebration doesn't have to be extravagant. It can be as simple as treating yourself to a favorite activity or sharing your success with someone close to you. Redefining success for long-term fulfillment. When you view success as a journey, not a destination, you open yourself up to long-term fulfillment. Goals will come and go, but the growth and learning you experience along the way stay with you forever. Redefining success in this way allows you to live a more balanced and fulfilling life, because you're no longer chasing after an elusive end point. You're appreciating the richness of the present moment. True success is about more than achieving external milestones. It's about who you become in the process. It's about the skills you develop, the resilience you build, and the wisdom you gain. When you look back on your life, it won't be the individual achievements that matter most. It will be the journey, the growth, and the experiences that shaped you. How to celebrate the journey every day. Celebrating the journey doesn't mean waiting until you've achieved your biggest goals to feel successful. You can celebrate every day by acknowledging your progress, expressing gratitude, and taking joy in the process of growth. Here are some simple ways to incorporate celebration into your daily life. Keep a progress journal. At the end of each day, take a few moments to reflect on what you've accomplished. Write down the small wins, the challenges you faced, and the lessons you learned. This practice helps you stay mindful of your progress and keeps you motivated to continue moving forward. Reward yourself for milestones. When you reach a significant milestone, take the time to reward yourself. This could be as simple as taking a day off, indulging in a favorite activity, or treating yourself to something special. Rewards reinforce the behavior you want to continue and make the journey more enjoyable. Share your success with others. Celebration is even more powerful when shared with others. Whether it's a friend, family member, or mentor, sharing your progress with someone who supports you amplifies the joy of success. It also reinforces your achievements, making them feel more real and significant. Practice self-compassion. Success is not always a linear path, and setbacks are inevitable. When things don't go as planned, it's important to practice self-compassion. Rather than beating yourself up for mistakes or delays, remind yourself that progress is still being made and that every experience, even failure, is part of the journey. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, knowing that growth takes time. The endless journey of self-improvement. One of the most beautiful aspects of success is that the journey never truly ends. Even after you achieve your biggest goals, there is always more to learn, more to experience, and more room for growth. Life is an ongoing process of evolution, and each new challenge presents an opportunity to continue growing. Success, then, is not about reaching a final destination. It's about constantly striving to become a better version of yourself. It's about enjoying the process, learning from every experience, and celebrating the fact that you're always moving forward. Success is a celebration of life itself. At its core, success is about living a life that is rich with meaning, growth, and fulfillment. It's not about the accolades, the titles, or the material rewards. It's about the journey. Every step you take toward your goals, every lesson you learn, and every challenge you overcome is a reason to celebrate. So, as you continue your journey toward success, remember to celebrate not just the destination, but the process. Celebrate the small wins, the growth, and the progress. Celebrate who you are becoming, because that is the true definition of success. Embrace the journey, and you will find that success is not something you achieve at the end. It's something you live every day. As we bring this journey to a close, it's important to remember one crucial truth. The power to achieve anything you desire already resides within you. The only limits that exist are those you place on yourself. Through belief, consistent action, and a resilient mindset, you can transform your life in ways you never imagined. Success is not reserved for a select few. It's available to anyone willing to take the first step and continue moving forward, no matter the obstacles. Each chapter of this audiobook is designed to equip you with the tools to master your mind, unlock your potential, and create the life you've always dreamed of. But here's the secret. All the wisdom in the world is meaningless without action. You now hold the keys to success in your hands. It's up to you to unlock the door. Your journey is just beginning. You don't have to know exactly how it will unfold, but what matters is that you start. With each step, you will gain clarity, momentum, and strength. Success isn't a single destination, it's a lifelong adventure. Embrace the process, trust in your growth, and remember that every challenge is simply a stepping stone to greatness. Now is your time. Don't just listen and set these lessons aside. Apply them. Take massive action today. Start by setting one clear, specific goal that excites and challenges you. Commit to consistent progress, no matter how small, and watch your life transform. You have everything you need to achieve greatness within you. Let today be the day you unleash it. If this audiobook inspired you, share it with others who need to hear these powerful messages. Let's create a movement of individuals who believe in their potential and aren't afraid to pursue their dreams. Remember, success isn't waiting for you at some distant point in the future. It's happening right now, in every decision, every action, and every step you take. So, what will you do today to take one step closer to the life you deserve? The journey is yours. Make it extraordinary.